Hello, Combat here. Welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. In this video, I got the privilege to get an early test of Firehair to do a community spotlight video. So we're going to look over some decks, show you some gameplay from the decks, and just we'll have a quick talk about the card as well. Before that, let me introduce myself. I'm Combat Snap. You should be able to find my links in the description below. I do YouTube, Twitch, whatever, right? Daily uploads of videos. Check me out. So let's talk about Firehair. Honestly, I think this card is the most hyped card for the month, but there is a couple of good ones. Like Caesar Pass was fantastic. Esson was great. Last week's card, it was okay. It was the big free 10, right? Star Brand, which isn't my style, but still solid. And then we've got Firehair, and then we've got the rest still to come as well, which is fantastic. This card, I've had a lot of fun testing it, playing it, and I'm sure there's other ways I could have played it and other stuff, but let's just show you the decks and talk about the decks. So first up, oops, there we go. First up, stuck it in a 4 deck with Misery. This is a kind of deck that I wanted to play for a little while, but I had the idea that I wanted to play it in this style of deck with Firehair, so it kind of put it off a little bit, because the idea here is you get a lot of your hammers, you'll see. Unfortunately, I never got to draw 4 into Beta Ray, into Jane, with Firehair and Misery stuff to show you like the big combo. But you'll see that I got like 200 power from Beta Ray and stuff like that. So the idea is, you know, you've got your cards to play out. You got King Eitri to draw your hammer if you don't have your Jane. You get Firehair down. You've got 4 Beta Ray. Once you've got your hammer of Firehair down, you play your hammer, you Misery it, and then Firehair's going to trigger it again. So you get twice. You get it 3 times technically, right? Because you play it once, Misery gets to pop off, and then Firehair brings it back and goes again. So it's pretty nice. And yeah, I love that little combo. It was nice. It did a lot of power. You'll see Beta Ray gets pretty big. Okay, deck number 2. This one was probably the weaker of the lot. And it all comes down to the fact that they changed Yondu a couple of weeks back, right? Where he's banished now instead of destroy. Because if he was destroy, the destroy mill deck would have been insane with Firehair. But I wanted to put it in here because this was the idea before that. The Yondu got changed. This was the idea. And she still does fine. I do think I probably should have went a more Vicky Hand style. Like Victoria Hand. To get some 1/8 with the hood, right, which would be a little bit more power, but I kind of liked how it was. You kill Monger, you get to pop off your hood and your Yondu twice. You can Misery the hood if you want to, and the cable and the Yondu, right, and just like mill them, right? You put those in one lane, you get your Misery on there, you milling them a little bit, right? You banish your 2 cards, 3 cards if you've got Firehair down and you Misery them. You get triple demon, you draw cards out of their deck, you know, it still does work. Then you've got Gladiator and Baron, also to bring stuff out the card. Black Bolt to discard cards from their hand. Statue to go, so she goes down because Black Bolt Statue go together. Fenris to bring back anything that you discard or destroy with Gladiator or even Shang-Chi, right? So there's plenty of options. And you could also do some sorry, you could also do some crazy plays with Shang-Chi. I never got to do it, like where maybe you Shang early and they think, oh good, we're good, and then say you draw Firehair and you've got Misery in your hand for the last turn. You could Misery, you could play the Firehair, right, and Misery your Shang-Chi to Shang that lane, and then the lane you want with Firehair. Even more potential, so there's that. And the last deck, following the recent buff to Thanos, was the destroy Thanos stuff. Honestly, when this deck popped off, it popped off, right? You've got great cards in the hood, the stones, especially the time stone, reducing Thanos' cost down, and Yondu, yeah, you could drop that for number 1. Probably should have just got rid of it, but banishing a card and just milling them is good, right? You're just getting rid of one of their cards. It doesn't matter that you're not getting the Death Destroy. I probably should have put a number 1 in there, but I kind of stuck with the Yondu. Black Swan's in here because you end up with a handful of demons if everything goes well. Like if you've got Hood down, Firehair, and then you destroy it, or Misery or whatever, right? You end up with like 3-4 demons you could end up with in your hand. So you need a way to be able to play them. The Black Swan does that. And yeah, you destroy stuff, death gets big. Great, and you got the Thanos. So that's it for the decks. You'll see the gameplay coming up. I will say this card has been really fun, and yeah, that's it really. I've kind of had to say go get it because I don't know your collections and or your keys or your tokens. But if you've got if this is something you're gonna enjoy playing, I'd say go for it. If not, you can always pass up. But you know, it's what it is. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Don't forget to check me out. Okay. Then we can go Jane, I guess.
I'm about to juice this up.
Get the hammer. Don't know how we actually win anything though. I hope Jane survives here, right? Wait. Do we? We'll do this. Yeah, we'll just do it this way. We'll Jane here. Into... Okay, how do I want to do this? Could do this, this. Oh, I could do this. I'll try it this way. Try it like this. Okay, beta ray going off again. Let's see. Beta ray's massive. There we go. What was if we done it left? Okay. Could be invisible special here. Go left. I'm gonna block middle. I'm gonna block middle. I'm not and then I'm gonna block right. Gilgamesh. Oops. Gunpowder. We need to play this. We need fire star. I'm just going to destroy this for the draws. I'm going to destroy this for the draws. We'll looking for?
Behold my mighty hand.
There she is. Firehair. There she is. Okay. Okay, Amber. Oh, that's absolutely massive for us, I think. I think that's massive for us. What's up with that? We should draw hammer. Do 2 hammers. If we do this. This. Yeah, I think this should work. Let's see. Let's see how crazy this stuff gets. So, beta ray, beta ray. Beta ray, beta ray. Firehair. Unfortunately, fast forward. But yeah.
Victory.
Okay, we got Firehair. Should I play the demon there? Yes. Okay. Crap. Okay. Fenris demon, and then next turn we'll go. Oh, I just don't have the space for it. That's the problem, right? I shouldn't have played the cable here. If I didn't play the cable here, I'd have so much more space. Because now if I do this, we're gonna get 2 more hoods, but we could have had 1 billion. Could have had 3 if we didn't have a handful of cable cards, right? Could have had 3 if we didn't have the cable. Yeah, hands full. Could have had a crap ton, but sabotage, man. Okay. I mean, it might just destroy her left, so that's why we're doing things in this order, right? Oh, well, we went first anyway, so it didn't matter. Didn't even matter. Demons. There's a destroyer as well. There we go. Okay. Get a draw. Get a draw. Okay. Firehair hood, I guess. Firehair hood. Okay, that sucks for us. Misery Killmonger, at least get some value out of this. Okay, Killmonger gets some value. I'm gonna do this. Get some value.
The throne.
Angela vanish now. What will that? I shows the buffs as well. Okay. Maybe I should have played the Killmongers here, but yeah. Sarah. We might just have a Killmonger of his own. Yeah, YOLO. Let's see. Yeah, that is Killmonger of his own. Yeah. Doesn't matter though. Okay. A little bit down is what we're looking for. Okay. We need a Killmonger. Firehair. Death. Oh, yeah. Okay. There's the Firehair. Probably should have put this with this. Okay. Okay.
The throne.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
The Firehair gets to pop off once we get rid of all the squirrels. Right?
Impressive.
We got any more stones left in deck?
Rest in peace.
We did. We had one more stone.
Impressive.
We got another draw there. Thanos goes down to 4. Okay. Just a copy, right? When you play your next card, I'll copy to your hand. Yes. Okay, like this. I'm not sure how this is going to work with Firehair and the Green Goblin stuff, but we'll see. If we send over a Green Goblin, kind of fine. Yeah, we did. Send over Firehair. Oops.
I am inevitable.
Oopsies.
Power must be controlled.
Oopsies. Okay, that's where it kind of popped off a little bit, yeah. Kind of popped off a little bit crazy there. I love that. Forward to testing it on. Okay. Ooh. We got a draw.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
We got to draw off Firehair first, eh? We got to draw her first. Yeah, whatever. Just gonna put a lot of stones down, get stuff out the way. Okay. Then we're gonna misery mid. Oh, there's a Firehair. We'll misery mid next turn, I guess. Yeah. Shame we never got the time stone. Firehair, yeah, get a lot of. Get some value. It's not great, right? Just getting a Yondu hood and a. Ooh. I'm not changing my play. It's fine. Goblin. Or Goblino. Okay. Well, probably just death this. Like, we drew things a little slow, right? Our hands were kind of dead. But you see the idea behind this deck, right? This is what I'm looking forward to playing a little bit more, right? Like, obviously, locations were a little awkward, but